Hello everybody, welcome back to Broadway, baby. I am in New York City for the weekend, seeing a bunch of shows, and of course here for the Tony Awards. And today I'm going to talk about Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Let's get started. So last night I came home, I went to Digitor in Queens, and I had a lot of time on my hands. But it was around 8, I didn't really know if I could see a show. Then I found out Hedwig and the Angry Inch is playing at the Barrymore Theater at 10 o'clock. So I thought, okay, I'll try to get tickets. And I got one of the last tickets, and I ran my butt over there, and I went and saw the show. I'm really happy I got home in time to see the show, because Hedwig was an amazing show, and I'm about to tell you all about it. If you're not familiar with Hedwig and the Angry Inch, basically it's this kind of concert show. It's basically this concert surrounding this performer, Hedwig, who is a transvestite performer. He performs, of course, man as a woman, and basically he's telling his life story while singing all these different songs. And he has a 4-person band behind him, including his husband, who is played in drag by Lena Hall. So the whole story of Hedwig is basically telling the story of his love life and about his background growing up in East Berlin during the time when the wall was up, during the Cold War. I don't want to go too much into the story, but I'll just say that Hedwig basically attracted this man named Luther, who lived in West Berlin, and basically Hedwig wanted to marry him. However, he had to pass as a woman. And in East Berlin during the time, they did a full physical examination. Hedwig's mother and Luther basically decided to have Hedwig do gender reassignment surgery, which was not very common back then and not very well done. And after that, he was left with an angry inch where his male genitals used to be. Hence the name Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So yeah, you get to see in the show, you get to see this progression of Hedwig telling a story in this one-night-only concert, telling about his love life of his boyfriend Tommy, who's playing next door, a famous musician who he basically wrote for, who was cast aside. And you get to see how all of the experiences Hedwig faced basically shaped his life. I thought it was a really interesting performance. I thought it'd be more of a concert, because what my friends told me it was. I've only heard a couple of the songs, but really it was kind of a show with a concert. I think it's cool how there's a clear progression of the story within this concert. I think this definitely goes back to Michael Mayer, who directed it, who directed Spring Awakening, American Idiot. I think he's really good at taking these shows with pop music and making a story out of it and making it flow. Of course, Neil Patrick Harris, amazing performer, Tony Award host many times, actor, TV, film, everything else. He played Hedwig. I thought Neil Patrick Harris did an amazing job. I was really surprised how much he got into the character. I mean, he was Hedwig, and he was rolling around on stage. He was interacting with the audience. It was just really cool to see him in his element. I've never seen Neil Patrick Harris perform in a Broadway show, and it's just a really rare treat that if you ever see Neil Patrick Harris in a show, no matter what the show is, go see it, because he is an amazing performer. He's a great dancer, he's a great singer, and now, of course, he can do drag. Lena Hall played Hedwig's husband in the play. Hedwig's husband, he's a very quiet, kind of punk rock man. And if a lot of people don't know Lena Hall, she's a really great singer, really great performer. She dressed in drag for this role as a man, but also her character used to be a drag performer. So at one point she was playing a drag performer as she was dressed in drag as a man. But whatever character she was playing up on stage, she has perfected it. She put so much thought into the mannerisms, the physicality, the voice, everything about this character. And it was really cool seeing this transformation. I know a lot of people do really great performances on Broadway, but to do a transformation and pull it off successfully is so entertaining for the audience. She really lived in that character and lived in that male role. She's such a star performer, and I'm really glad she's in this show, because she's going to go places once the show closes. The songs in the show are fantastic. I mean, a lot of times you think, oh, there's really good pop music that gets incorporated into a show, There's also really good Broadway tunes that you like to listen to. Well, this show had Broadway-style music that was pop music too. It fit for the show and it told a story, but it was also really good mainstream music. I mean, I would listen to any of this on the radio. And even if you have not seen Hedwig, you need to listen to the music from the show. Go look up Hedwig. Overall, I would definitely go see Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It's a really great story. Neil Patrick Harris and Lena Hall are amazing performers and make this show, and so is the band. Really great music. It's a really great, fun, entertaining night. However, I will say, this is definitely a 13 and up, maybe even older show. So, parents, do not take your kids to go see this, because it does have some suggestive material. Just throwing that out there, because I have to, as a reviewer. So yeah, that was Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Thank you very much for watching my review, and be sure to go see Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It's playing at the Barrymore Theater on Broadway in New York City. You can get your tickets on Ticketmaster, Broadway.com, anywhere online, and make sure to check out their website as well. And until next time on Broadway Baby.
Gets me dripping like a honeycomb. If you got some sugar for me, sugar.